everybody, welcome back. I hope you'll pull up a project and stitch along or make whatever you're making while I'm making. I am working on, I'm going to pull this through because I'm so scared that needle's going to stab me. I've worked on, this is the pouch that I hope to make a little purse out of. Just, I like my purse to be small and just a grab and go kind of thing. Cards, phone, keys, a little cash, for what that's worth. And so anyway, I worked on my bird and I've got my bird all thread painted. I think I did a pretty good job. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it better, and I'm not. Oh my gosh. There we go. So I think it came out pretty well. A lot of stitching. My thumb is yelling at me, but it's okay. I really like the way it came out. I'm going to do the leaves around it. And then I started, this is, I forget what this is called. It's kind of a lacy bit with this edge around it. Oh gosh, there's a name for it. Escaping me at the moment. But I started going around it with this Wonderfill Pearl Cotton EZM 1051. It's a number 8. And I just thought that was really autumnal coloring, a little brighter than what I've been going, but I like it, so I kept going with it. And basically I'm just going, I'm following the outline. Gosh darn it, I wish I could remember the name of it now that I turned the camera on, but it's escaped me. But I thought it was, I've got a knot there. Maybe that's where, yeah, that's not where I'm working. That's where I started the new thread that needed a knot, so that's why there's a knot there, Martha. That's a little tough to get through. I hope this finds everybody doing well. This is not exciting at all. I will not do this the whole entire video, but if you've pulled up a project, then we get to keep each other company, and that's what I like to do. I watch people while I am doing the stitching. And basically, I really have nothing to talk about, so I wish I could play music in the background, but copyright and all that, copyright infringement. So that would be really nice to just have some music on the background, just sit and stitch and chat when a thought comes to mind. But anyway, I did order the wallet, the minimalist RFID blocking wallet, so people can't steal your credit card information, but it just wasn't thick enough for me. I'm going to have to make one, and I have a couple of ideas. I don't know if I'm either going to make a wallet or do the same thing that I did inside my other fold over pouch. This is not going to be a fold over pouch, and I'm actually thinking of cutting the flap off of my fold over pouch and putting a zipper in. I know, shocking. I haven't done it yet because that's what it makes me do, the thought of it. It makes me go, eh. Let me show you. So this is, I'm going to back out now. This is the other fold over pouch. I'm seriously thinking of cutting this off right here and putting a zipper. The problem is, well, see, I stitched this up here, and I think I need to tear those stitches out. This thing's gone through so many changes. And if I took this flap off and I put a zipper there and there, then I think I would feel safer using this purse because things keep falling out of it. And I put my card flaps on this side and they're a little bit wide. So I might need to stitch those edges down some. And while I'm doing that, I could take this in a little bit and stitch this side down. I don't know. I know it's hard to see, but if I could take that gusset and shrink it down a little bit without taking it all apart again and stitch it down, it would narrow up that pocket, these pockets on this side. But on this one, I would not do pockets on the outside. I would do the pockets. This is like for cash or whatever, and it's pretty deep. But I would do the pockets on the outside of the zippered part. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. Yeah. Which means I have to take these handles off for the third time. I have to take these things off, and I have to figure out how to put those back on and where I would put them. But I think because this button is just not working for me, it's too much work to get in and out. I don't like it. I don't know. I mean, I could just cut it off here, like maybe right there, and just do a mini flap and maybe put a magnet or something here. I don't know. If y'all have ideas, please, please, please comment below, because I'm really stuck. I want to do something with it, and before I get to use it, summer's almost over. Thank goodness. I love the longer days, daylight. In summer, days are days. Days are 24 hours. There's no such thing as longer days, but you know what I mean. Longer daylight in summer than there is in winter. And mentally, I do a lot better in summer as far as that's concerned. But this summer has been, I mean, really harsh as far as weather. It's just been, I don't know. If it's not boiling hot, then it's overcast and not even really raining. Like, it was supposed to rain all day. It was supposed to rain all day today. I'm going to turn the camera, so watch your eyes. But, oh, I don't know if the holder will let me do it. You see that outside? Ah, that's sunshine. Yeah, that is sunshine. It's supposed to rain all day. In fact, the radar keeps showing that it's raining. Hasn't rained yet. Has not rained yet. So, let me put you out just a teensy bit. Yeah. So it's been crazy. Just stupid insane. And I mean, if it's going to be cloudy and overcast and humid, at least let it rain. No storms. We don't need storms. But all the rain went around us. And it's been so hot that the animals and the horses out at the barn and the plants, they all need rain. They all need water. They all need to cool off. So there's that. But anywho, all right, so I'm going to keep going around that flower right here. I'm going to do maybe another petal, and then I'm probably going to thread paint. So, I mean, you know, nothing exciting for sure. Where did I leave off? I left off there. Okay. And so there's that. I was in a bit of a funk, and I think that's where some of these more neutral, less bright, because you know me, I'm a Give me bright, give me sparkly. Oops, sort of missed that one. Excuse me. Give me sparkle, give me bright colors kind of gal, but this is supposed to be for autumn and winter. So I'm hoping that this does not stand out too much. As far as color. I don't think it does. And I'll do this one as well. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably do these too because it is a nice effect. And it's sort of zen-like to sit here and just stitch these like this. And I've just been sitting and watching other people. I don't know if you all are familiar with Ariane Zurcher. If you joined her in 2020 when she was doing her stitching, and I even did a Dorset buttons class with her. I wasn't very good at them, didn't love them when I was done, so, but it was fun taking the class. And I just love her aesthetic and her voice and her way of explaining how she's doing stuff and her wildness in her art. And she's been on a journey, and she's been gone for a while because of stuff going on in her life, as happens to all of us. And she is back, and I'm really enjoying watching her again. So that's been nice. Oops. And there's my standbys, my regulars, I should say. I don't know if they're standbys. That's not the word I was looking for. My regulars, you know. And, uh-oh. I zip around and watch different people, and occasionally somebody new shows up, and I get interested in watching them. I think almost everybody I watch, is from another country. Is that weird? Who are your regulars that you watch? Like that you don't like to miss a video from them? Yeah, you can see how this gets old after a while, right? Of course, the fact I'm using the variegated threads. Variegated anonymous. Anonymous. That's a running joke. Christine and I are both variegated thread lovers, adorers. We adore variegated thread. If every thread I stitched with I could stitch variegated, I would. But unless I start dyeing my own all the time, then, and that would take away from stitching. So, hello. Don't think that'll happen. But I do love my variegated threads. And it allows for the nice, subtle changes. And this stuff, this type of lace with this outline on it, it tends to fall apart very easily when you cut into it. So there is that reason for me doing this. Plus, this is going to get, if I use it, which I hope to after putting this work into it, it's going to get a lot of wear and tear. So I thought, well, you know, reinforcing this lace is not such a bad idea. And this thread is pretty heavy duty, size 8. It's got a good twist to it. So I really do like using it. I dropped a needle the other day and I can't find it. It's driving me crazy. I dropped it off the side of my, that was my thumb. I've been doing quite a bit of stitching today. Not taking enough stretch breaks. Boy, talk about a squirrel. Finish your sentence and your thought process. I lost this needle off the edge of the table. I really need to make myself a pincushion. A different pincushion. I want a pincushion that's not real deep, but that will hold my pins. And I'm going to put steel wool in it and see if that helps keep my needles sharper. So it's not going to be a pin cushion per se, it's going to be a needle cushion. And I have this steel wool, I've had it for years and did not do anything with it. And I want the pin, so I thought, well, I have these extra wide lids that go to canning jars because I have one more wide mouth canning jar than I have lids. I don't know what happened, why I came up one short on a lid. So in order to get that lid, I had to buy a box of them. So I don't need the whole box. So I'm working out in my brain, because that's the only working out I ever do, my brain. And I'm trying to work out how to do it without it being too deep. Just use the cover of the canning lid. Not have it be big and bulky, but have it useful enough that, and that lid might be too big. I might use a peanut butter jar cover lid. You know, I never grew up calling it a lid, but I've lived a lot of places. Here I go on another squirrel hunt here. Squirrel chase. I have lived a lot of places, and I guess I just got used to hearing it being called a lid, but it doesn't, like, it doesn't feel right. Does that make any sense to you? Like, do you ever do that? Have you moved around and you picked up language? Like where I grew up, we called it pop. Nowhere else I lived did they call it pop. Everybody called it soda. Or Coke or Pepsi or, yeah. But yeah, soda. I don't drink it, but that's what everybody ever calls it. Not pop. But then I went to a school, a high school. My high school name was, I'll spell it first, Charlotte. How do you say that? You all say it Charlotte, right? Like Charlotte's Web? No. In the state and city I grew up in, it's called Charlotte. Yeah. I didn't know until I was probably 30 that it was Charlotte's Web. Never had to read it in high school. Probably a reason for that, because it would confuse us all. I was living in another state and said something and somebody corrected me and I was like, oh, that's embarrassing. So there's that. All right. I think I'm going to probably set this I'd like to finish this thread, but I know that's, I mean, I'm just sitting here yakking away and not saying anything interesting. And not doing anything interesting either. And I don't know that you want to see me thread paint, so I'm not sure what else to do. I'm going to take this needle out because I do not like putting needles with my work. I am so scared I'm going to grab it and impale myself. I just got off the phone trying to make an appointment. And the appointment is 6 months out, mind you. I'm going to use this 94 for these leaves. I'm going to start this. If this becomes too boring for everybody, then I'm going to find something else to do. In fact, I'll show you something. I showed you this in a previous video, but the video got very few views. But anyway, I'm working on this still. And yeah, so I've gotten a little further. I'm hand stitching a lot of stuff onto it, and I did these, and I've done this and these little bullions in here, all these dark green ones and light blue ones and those. So I've been working on that. Get my thread back. And I've also been working on my summer piece. I did these bullion knots on the bee. I'm debating on what else to do on the rest of the bee where it's dark. And then I found I was digging in my, I walked by my bins on top of these bins. Those bins. And I found this piece that I got off of the rug because I bought 2 rugs from Big Lots and took the fabric out of the rag rugs. And this is one of the fabrics that was sitting right on top of the bin. I thought, that is so pretty, I have to use it. Well, it wasn't supposed to be petals. It was supposed to be leaves. But the gold thread came out and it just became a green flower. So there you go. I got this bird all thread painted. So yeah, I've done that too. Don't know what else I've done. All of the centers of the flowers are done. So now I'm just going to do these leaves. I did these leaves here. I really like the way they came out. So you don't have to thread paint everything. I followed a pattern on the fabrics and I thought that came out really cool. So yeah, I'm working on that. August is, the end of August is what? 6 weeks away? 5 weeks away? Let's look. Let's look. Let's see. August. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks away. The end of August. Oh boy. So that's got to be done in 5 weeks. Plus I'm working on this. Plus I want to make a pin cushion, a needle cushion. So yeah. I don't have as much going on as some people. Like Corinne. That woman. It's no wonder she never sleeps. A video every day. I don't know how she does it. I just don't. It's not in my DNA. All right, so if I want to do this, I think I'm going to do something like I did on that other leaf. If I can make it work without a pattern. I don't know. Oops. That's a little close. I also have to get busy planning a trip we're going on. I've really not put a whole lot of effort into that. And that's going to come up quickly. And then I'm going to find myself in deep trouble because I haven't done what I was supposed to do when I was supposed to do it. So, that's not exactly what I was going for, but no. All right, I'm just going to go up here. I always think my stitches are going to be either longer or shorter than what they actually turn out to be. I don't know why that is. I don't know if I have depth perception problems or what. I definitely do much better following a pattern. But since I don't have a pattern on this leaf, it's going to have to do. Make do. Oh, so I started talking about the appointment. The appointment is 6 months out. The lady was having a hard time finding a slot for me. I'm like, really? January? The appointment is in January. You can't find an appointment for me? And this is for a nurse practitioner that takes care of cancer patients. And I'm like, I mean, what the heck? And she goes, there's a lot of people that need this person. And I'm like, that's really sad. It really is just sad that it's that difficult to get in. I mean, I went to this person and they got me right in the first time. That was a year ago, a little over a year ago. So it's a little scary to think there's that much going on. And that's just one office. I mean, there's lots of other offices. So, yeah, for me, it's follow-up appointments. So, thank goodness, at this point, that's all it is. So, there's that, but still. I want that one to be longer. There, I like that. Now, do I want to go around the outer edge so I can cut that beige part off? I don't know if it's necessary. All right. But nothing's easy anymore. And what stinks is, it gets harder and harder as you get older and older. There's a very large aging population in this country. So, yeah. All right, I need to do this very thin one up here. And I think what I'm going to do is try to really tack it down because, again, this is going to be a worn piece. So, worn piece, it sounds like I'm saying War and Peace, like the big gigantic book. No, it's a piece that's going to get a lot of friction on it. I am not easy on my purses, handbags, whatever you want to call them. So the wallet went back to Amazon, and I am going to be making something. Like I said, either the card slots inside this purse. I'm just going to call it purse. Inside the purse, or this is not coming out the way I want it to. Or I'll make a little wallet to fit what I need. I don't carry a lot of cards, but I have basically three ID cards. One military, one driver's license, and one to get into our community if, you know, I need to and I'm not driving the vehicle with the sticker on it. So, ow, gosh darn it, pricked myself. Oh, that hurt. So I have three IDs. I have a bank card and an emergency credit card. And I have a Kohl's card, which I probably won't ever use again because they've gone with a big, oh, golly, company, and now if you buy something on your Kohl's card, they want to charge you 37% interest if you don't pay it off right away. I mean, the insanity. Oh yeah, come save 40% on your, but you have to use your Kohl's card, but save 40% on your purchase. And we'll bill you, you know, buy now, pay later. And yeah, so unless you go and spend your money and go in and pay it off immediately, you're getting nothing because they're charging 37% if you don't pay it off when you get your bill. That's a lot. And then I have a JCPenney card, which I can't even tell you the last time I used that, but I won't give it up. And then I have a card, two cards I have to carry because I have a stent in my heart. And if something happens and they need to know what kind of stent it is, I have to have that card with me. So, yeah. So I have a few cards that I have to carry. So I have to have space for those cards. And the wallet was really pretty. It had a butterfly like laser cut into the whatever it was made out of. I think it was fake leather or something. But it was with the cards I had to carry, it was too bulky. So it would barely snap shut. And I don't want anything real. What the heck happened there? What happened to my loop? Oh, it just got pulled too tight. Oh, now it's poofy. Oh, no. My eyes are not cooperating. All right, I'm gonna try that again. And really, I've not gone anywhere or spent any money on fabric or thread or anything else art related or creation related, I should say. Creating related. I lead a very quiet, boring life. Sometimes it gets really old. Sometimes it makes me feel really old. Come on, quit getting hung up on stuff. And we finished the series we were watching, Wild at Heart. We finished that. We were watching another series called Mystic, which is pretty much for teenagers, but that's the kind of show I like. I'm weird. I never grew up. And that's finished. We were watching Heartland. That's finished. I think. There might be a couple shows left. I don't know. Now Big Brother is on. And they've introduced artificial intelligence into Big Brother. Ugh. I liked it better when they just did the old-fashioned stuff that they were doing. Survivor should be coming back, I think. I don't know if it's coming back this summer or not till fall. The Olympics start pretty soon. I'm filming this on the 21st, I think. 22nd? I don't know what today is. And, ow, felt like something was biting my leg. And, so that'll be starting in, what, a week? So at least there will be something to watch sometimes. I don't know what the time difference is between here and Paris. So, or, you know, if things will be pre-recorded and then shown, that's how they usually do it, which is all right. But then they tend to cut things out of it when they pre-record it. So we'll see. I almost stabbed myself in the face just then. Not a good idea with a needle to stab yourself in the face. Not at all. Turn the fabric, Martha. You wouldn't have to turn your wrist and hurt your hand. I need that to come up here. Couldn't really tell this leaf was a leaf. It was so pale. So I think I like this effect on it. I saw somebody do something on Instagram the other day and I'm like, ooh, that's cool. I could do that stitch. Do you think I saved it? Nope. And it had to do with leaves. I'm like, oh yeah, I do a lot of leaves. I'll do that. Usually I try and save those posts so that I can go back and refer to them and use them. Use that stitch. Yeah. Didn't do it. Kind of dumb. So I'm keeping busy, but my videos have not been very exciting, and I know that, so, and people are not interested in the fiber piece. So I think there will probably be more of me just stitching on my own and less videos, because honestly, I cannot keep up with what some other people are putting out for content. I need one loop right there. Seems to be missing. I think that's the one I messed up. There, that's better. That came out well. I'm happy with that. I don't know. I don't know that I'd call that thread painting, but just doing the lazy daisy on it. It came out pretty well. I'm happy with that. Alrighty, well, I think I'm gonna call it good because, you know, really, oops, I need to finish that flower, and I need to finish these leaves, and then the bird will be done, and then I'll finish this flower, go on to these. I'll do these in green because they're leaves. I'll do these leaves here in green, outline those in green. Maybe I'll fill them in, I don't know. And some green up here. And yeah, so I'm excited to get that part done. Don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of this, what kind of stitching I'll do, you know, anything in here. I might find something else to embellish it with. I don't know. I don't know. I do need to do like probably more connecting stitches to sew the seams where they meet up, because they're just tacked down with beige thread. So I'll probably find something to do there. This is basically going to be the bottom. So if I'm looking at it like this, that'll be one side. This will be the other side. And there's going to be this strip here that'll be the bottom, like probably right in here. And then my pockets will be inside there. The other thing I'd love to learn is how to do a lining and have a zipper here and have a pocket inside the lining. So what I'm going to do is probably cover this whole thing with muslin when it's done being stitched. I'll cover the back with another, because muslin is so thin, and I want it to have a little bit of body. I don't want to put a really thick stiffener in it. I don't think, I think I don't want to do that, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Or I may do an iron-on interfacing on it. I don't know it'll work because this is very lumpy bumpy. But anyway, I'm gonna cover this, all the stitching, so it's well protected. Then I will do the lining. But if I could figure out, I know there's videos, and I watched it, and I'm like, they make it look so easy. So you have a piece of fabric, right? And you have a zipper here, and you want the pocket on the inside. I've seen it done, and they make it look so simple. But my brain says, how the heck did they do that? I don't get it. So I would have to find a good video tutorial, watch it over and over and over and over and over again, and figure it out from there. So anyway, that's my plan for this. And I'll just be stitching away on both of these pieces. I don't know how much videoing I'll be doing because my audience is sort of falling off. And I know it's summer, and I know there's a lot going on in other people's videos. So I'll be here now and then. I just wanted to catch you up on what I'm doing here, and let you see what I've done. And you all have a beautiful day, a beautiful week, a beautiful month. Not sure when I'll be back, but I will see you again soon at some point in the future. Find your joy, do what makes you happy, and slow stitching is really slow, and some projects are a lot slower than others. So I'll see you in the next one, whenever it is. Thanks everybody, love you, bye.